Good morning to everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setup for today. So thanks to those of you, let us know where you're from. It's really interesting to see the global audience that we have. And if you haven't done it, by all means, drop us a comment. Let us know where you're from. It's pretty interesting to see where you're all from. Okay, so DAX, we had some pretty good news on the vaccine, and that basically was almost a 5%, was 4.5% move to the upside before selling off, and the selling off was coming off the top here. I just want to get the level perfect, so you can see it was rejection, and we pretty much rejected off that level again. Futures market at the moment is down 0.81%, so we close up 4.9% to the upside, and we're down 1%, almost 1% at the moment. Anyway, 12,884. That's the nature of the beast at the moment, I suppose. Pretty much similar to what we had during the fall. We had these big 5, 7, 10%. I think we did have a 10% day on the DAX, didn't we? I think it was this one here. Yeah, 11, 12% day to the downside. And now we're having similar kind of volatility to the upside. So let's just get down to lower time frames. It's pointless trying to see what's happening here. At this stage, we've got this big gap here, which is going to be a magnet, and we're at 12.8, which, what's it now? 12.887. Let's just see where that is. 12.887. Somewhere in this area here. Okay. So that's pretty much where we are, somewhere around here, but you can see we do have some structure in this zone as well. See that? Look at all the structure here. So that's a fairly interesting level to be watching. Okay, so that's 12,876 is what we should be watching there. The next level to watch is going to be this area here, and that is 12,598. Okay. I just want to see, there's a little bit of a trend line here which coincides with this area here of 12,876. So 12,876 is one of the lines in the sand. Then obviously you're going to get to 12,598. If that gives, then you're going to get the gap close. Personally, I would feel a little bit more comfortable with the gap close, but that does erode all of the gains from yesterday. So you have to watch that pretty carefully. Okay, so at the moment, big solid move up, and then sideways, and then we broke the downside. And if we look at the futures market on the US at the moment, everything's down pretty much almost 1% at the moment. And I'm wondering if it's not driven by tech stocks. So the Nasdaq finished 2% down yesterday, and it's down 0.7% at the moment. So this could be driven by that, but anyway, we'll stay away from the noise for now. So what are we looking here on the DAX? We are looking for structure. Okay, for me, there is structure right where we closed, and there's structure a little bit further down. Okay, so I'd be looking at this area with something 12,876 to see what transpires there. Then remember, you've got that little gap over there, so that would be 12,751. Failing that, then it would be 12,598, and if we don't find support there, I would expect us to sort of bounce and then come down and close this gap anyway. Okay, so what that may do is build a different trend line for us, and if I do it that way, so there's our first two, so our first low, then our higher low there. So there it is there. It does make sense, doesn't it? It makes sense that we pull back and close a gap. 12,600 area, then probably a little squirt down, close a gap, and then possibly some buyers stepping in off that area. So that's kind of my view at the moment. I'd be a little bit reluctant to be long at the top here, and I'm not entirely sure I'd want to be short either. And it's just based on the move that we've had. So for me, we've got a move like that. It could just be a retracement, then another move up. So I'd rather than try and guess anything, just go with a trend. The bigger trend is up, so that's where I want to be. Okay, anyway guys, that's it for me today on the DAX. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow. Cheers for now.